What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, it's time for another Pop Off with Maddison. For today's Pop Off, you guys, I'm going to be talking about Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson because there is some foolishness going on and we need to discuss. Okay, so if you watched my YouTube short from yesterday, you know I filled you in on how Khloe Kardashian got upset at people thinking that she is reconciled with Tristan Thompson because Kim Kardashian has been supporting Tristan Thompson at multiple of his basketball games. If you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, don't stress, I'll recap that because we also need to discuss this new report from Us Magazine that came out right after Khloe Kardashian posted that little response because clearly she didn't do a good enough job at stopping the narrative that her and Tristan are back together, so we needed this Us Magazine article to reinforce everything. However, this Us Magazine article still is not enough to prove that there's nothing going on. This article gives a little insight into why Khloe hasn't forgiven Tristan and gives us a little insight as to why she decided now was the time to speak out about reconciliation rumors. And of course, it's giving us an update on their real current situation and their real current status. So yeah, you guys, I just feel like there's a lot of Khloe and Tristan mess that we need to sift through, and it's driving me absolutely nuts. Almost just as nuts as that Vanderpump Rules finale last night. If you know, you know, my Vanderpump people. Oh, that finale was literally everything. Actually, the reason why I'm filming this pop off in here right now is because my sister's here working from my place and she's rewatching the finale. We needed a double viewing. We needed to see Sandoval and Schwartz's lies once again, and Raquel's lies, or Rachel's lies. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Vanderpump Rules, even though that was absolutely insane. We're here to talk about something equally as messy, and that is Khloe and Tristan. So let's go ahead and get to unwrapping these Khloe and Tristan facts. Okay, so as you all know, we've had a theory here in the House of Hill for a while now that Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson have reconciled. And if you're asking yourself, Maddison, why do we feel this way? I'm new here. Just go check out any of my recent pop-offs when it comes to Khloe and Tristan, and you will see why we all have felt this way, because in my opinion, it is crystal freaking clear. But I will say, I feel like the rest of the public has kind of caught up to this theory now that Kim Kardashian has been out here supporting Tristan Thompson at multiple of his basketball games. She's been at multiple games. She's posted him multiple times on her Instagram story. Most recently, she brought North to a game and they were holding up a Tristan Thompson sign. So now that Kim has publicly been so supportive and showing so much love to Tristan Thompson, it's obviously caused everyone to stop and say, okay, obviously something is going on with Khloe and Tristan, because how did Kim go from being Tristan's biggest hater to now his biggest fan? It was a very logical conclusion, which is also why people brought this theory to Dumois. As you can see, someone wrote into Dumois asking what she thinks about Kim being so supportive of Tristan publicly, and Du went ahead and said yes, she thinks that Khloe and Tristan are back together. That's what she's been hearing. And then she proposed the theory that maybe Kim is being so publicly supportive of Tristan in an effort to soft launch him back to the public. That way, whenever Khloe comes out and says, yes, okay, Tristan and I are back together, everyone would hate on Khloe a little bit less because Kim has already kind of started putting it out there that he's cool with the family. Which I will say, I do think this Dumois theory is 1000% possible. Kim and Khloe are super close right now. We know this thanks to the recent Kardashians trailers. We know that Kim and Kourtney are kind of on the outs, so we know her and Khloe have only gotten closer. So I can definitely see Kim taking one for the team and saying, you know what, I have an idea as to how we can help you not get so much hate whenever you reveal to everyone that you've forgiven Tristan again. Now, obviously, this Dumois theory, once it was posted, it started going everywhere. It ended up on a Khloe fan account. Khloe saw it and she got upset. So she responded to this Dumois theory with a very long paragraph that I feel like actually said a whole lot of nothing. But what she did say is that she's so sick of this narrative. She asked people to stop pushing the narrative. And then she said most people are stuck believing the lies because that's the narrative they want to fuel. Then she chalked Kim supporting Tristan up to, you know, Kim just supporting a family member, especially when they're going through a hard time, just like she does with Scott Disick. She called Scott Disick her brother in this paragraph. And then she doubled down on her support for Scott, saying just because she doesn't post photos with Scott doesn't mean that it's not happening. She clarified that she sees Scott often, which I don't know who wants to tell Khloe that none of us thought she wasn't supporting Scott and none of us actually cared that she's supporting Scott. But then, you guys, she ended her statement saying, quote, some things really are just as they are. Honestly, I personally feel like that paragraph can be summarized pretty quickly, and that summary is that nowhere in all of those words did Khloe explicitly say that she is not back together with Tristan. It was a whole lot of words. It was a whole lot of blaming the public. It was a whole lot of trying to distract people. And honestly, I feel like she was just fueling the narrative that she allegedly hates so much. And because Khloe's statement didn't really do a good job at dispelling this theory that her and Tristan are not back together, we then got this new report from Us Magazine that tried to double down on the claims. So in this report, you guys, a source said that Khloe, quote, quote, has no idea what it would take to ever get back together with Tristan, but she really can't imagine that ever happening. Okay, confusing. So is she thinking of what Tristan can do to get back in her good graces, or can she not imagine ever forgiving him? Which one is it? Then this insider went on to address Kim supporting Tristan, saying that just because Kim is seen supporting Tristan doesn't mean that Khloe has any plans of reconciling with him. Then this insider continued saying Khloe, quote, never imagined Kim attending Tristan's games would, quote, cause this much drama. And as far as why Khloe felt the need to respond to these rumors now, even though they have been around for months, this source said that Khloe felt like she's, quote, been quiet for long enough, followed by, quote, it's exhausting having people constantly scrutinizing her relationship with Tristan. Khloe has shown that she's been there to support her exes in the past, and she'll continue to support Tristan as the father of her kids. Now, as far as Khloe and Tristan's current status, I'm sure you can already guess what this source said. This source obviously said that, you know, they are great co-parents, they're great friends, and as long as Tristan keeps showing up for the kids, Khloe's gonna stand by him and continue to support him. Shocker, not shocker. Obviously, I have a lot of thoughts about all of this, so let's go ahead and make this pop-up official and get to the shambong. I'm weak. This is the longest cord. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I guess here's the thing that just absolutely kills me, you guys. If the whole world thought that I was back together with somebody I absolutely 1000% had zero intention of ever reconciling with, I would be shouting it from the rooftops. And I don't want to hear the excuse that, you know, Khloe doesn't want to say anything disrespectful about Tristan because he's the father of her kids. I get that. But I personally feel like you can dispel reconciliation rumors respectfully. I honestly think it's quite simple. Maybe this is just my own naive thinking. But I feel like instead of, you know, blaming the public for being crazy and blaming the public for believing their own lies and fueling this narrative, you could just put out a very simple message that says, hey, PSA, I'm not back together with Tristan. I will never be with him romantically again, and we will continue to co-parent and have a platonic friendship moving forward. Period. That's all you need to say. We would totally understand that message. If Khloe commented that on that fan Instagram post, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this pop off right now, because I would be like, you guys, you know what? Khloe said explicitly that she is not with Tristan Thompson anymore. I was wrong. Theory's done. They are just co-parents. They're only going to be friends, and it's done. But no, instead, she went ahead and wrote that entire paragraph where, again, I feel like she said a whole lot of nothing. So call me crazy, Khloe, but I'm not buying it. And you guys know nothing grinds my gears more than when celebrities, specifically the Kardashians, who have a reality show, who have everything they have because they have made people care about their lives. Nothing makes me more frustrated than whenever they respond to something, you guys are all crazy. How could you think that? You guys are reaching. You're putting this narrative out there. You're believing your own lies. Like, if you didn't feed us the material, we wouldn't have lies to be believing. I don't know. I just find it so frustrating. And then the whole bit about Scott Disick, it's like nobody asked about Scott Disick. Nobody was wondering if you're being supportive of Scott Disick. Nobody was wondering if you're checking on Scott Disick. We don't need to see pics to believe it because we don't really care. Ugh, I don't know. I just found the whole response incredibly, incredibly frustrating. And I wish she would have just clearly stated what exactly is going on. I feel like that was the only way to really put an end to this. And the other thing that surprised me and kind of frustrated me, you guys, is the fact that Khloe was reportedly so shocked that people were surprised to see Kim supporting Tristan. Like, Khloe, all of your guys' relationship dirt is out there. We know a lot of things that Tristan has done. Maybe we don't know all of them, but I feel like we know the big important things that he's done to you. We saw Kim literally in the delivery room on television be behind Tristan Thompson going like this, making faces at him, giving him dirty looks, making snide comments. So yeah, we're gonna be a little confused whenever we see Kim Kardashian sitting courtside holding a sign that says go Tristan Thompson. And I know people are saying that's North supporting her cousin's dad. You can say that's also Kim supporting her niece and nephew's dad. But I feel like there is a way to be supportive of Tristan Thompson without being so public about it. And whenever you're public about it, that is what is going to cause us to question what is really going on here. Because again, we all know the Kardashians normally do things publicly for a reason. They very rarely are just doing things publicly just because. And again, I know they have all always said we will always respect the fathers of our children. We will always be supportive of the fathers fathers of our children. I get that. I respect it. I applaud it. But still, given Khloe and Tristan's past, I feel like Khloe and Kim can't be so shocked that everyone came to this conclusion whenever we see all of this public support happening. I don't know, you guys. I guess overall, I just kind of feel like Khloe, Tristan, and Kim are all walking a very fine line of people just not giving a shit about this. Excuse me using an expletive, but I just feel like people are getting so frustrated and kind of tired of them dangling this carrot and dragging us along that the more that they do this and the more they act so shocked that people are reacting this way, people eventually are just going to be like, you know what? Actually, we don't even care anymore. We're not even invested. Whatever you want to do, go for it. And while I know a lot of you would be happy to never see the Kardashians on our screens again, I think that they're not done being, you know, the center of a lot of people's attention. So I will say, I think that Kim, Khloe, and Tristan should walk that line carefully because, you know, tension between Kim and Kourtney, that can maybe give us a season, but it's not gonna last more than a season. So if they want, you know, their Hulu show to have the longevity that Keeping Up with the Kardashians did, which I don't know if that's in the cards, I really feel like people are starting to get over them entirely. I do feel like they really have to watch how they play out this Khloe and Tristan situation because, again, I feel like people are starting to get sick of it. I know I am, but that's just how I feel, and now I want to hear your thoughts. You guys let me know all your thoughts and feels about Khloe and Tristan and Kim down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell. For more content, make sure you guys follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, don't forget to keep coming back here to check out my YouTube shorts. If you guys want to show me a little extra love or you just want to make sure I see your comment, don't forget you can also hit that super thanks button down below. You guys can also check out all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.